What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Power. We are coming down to the end. Okay, this is the episode before the season finale, episode 9. There's a snitch among us. Okay, so it picks up with Tariq. He's in his room. He's looking at TV. The news comes on, and they're talking about this whole shootout. As they call it, a massacre. Of these 4 police officers, and that Kanan Stark is the First of all, y'all killing me. Okay, for real, for real. Like, Kanan is dead. Get the fuck over it. It just baffled the fuck out of me that people will be like, oh my god, R.I.P. to a real nigga, R.I.P. to Kanan, why he gotta die, and all this shit. Kanan Ben had to die, and we knew he had to die. Like, come on, get over it. Oh, he's entertainment release. So the fuck what? Okay, I just want to know, is they still gonna use the same theme song in the next episode, season or whatever, since he's no longer on the show? But whatever, get over it. He had to die. Um, Tariq looking all shocked and just turned the TV on mute when they put up Sean's picture because they started talking about how Kanan had no family member, no next of kin, but his son was also killed, and they still trying to investigate that murder or whatever. They don't know who did that, and so he overhears when he turns the TV on mute. Tasha, Tommy, and Ghost out there arguing about what happened, and Ghost and Tommy kind of laying into Tasha about, why did you do this? You could have put the family in danger. You don't give a fuck about nobody in the family and all this shit. Tommy looked at Ghost like, bitch, you got your nerves, okay? Like, I know them words ain't coming out your mouth, but basically, Ghost's whole thing is, if you would have stayed with the plan, putting Dre into this, setting him up for the fall, nobody really would have got hurt besides Dre if it came down to that. Bad people would have got hurt instead of good people. Now we got these police officers plus, that are dead now. And it was like, you put our family in danger and all this shit. And Tariq come out there like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I'm the one that made this plan. Yeah, we talked about it, but I didn't tell her that the only way that we would have got Kanan is if he would have got killed some type of way, because he already said and made up in his mind that he was not going back to jail. So I did what the fuck I had to do. So everybody looking like, what the fuck? And he was like, I did the right thing, right? Everything's all good. I fucked up, so I fixed it. And Tommy was like, no, you didn't. You made things worse, okay? And I was just like, Tariq, just shut the fuck up at this point. You know, he didn't really want Tasha being yelled at, but he was tired of Ghost, fronting and shit. And at one point, he like, I'm fixing this mess, and what the fuck you doing and all this shit. And Tommy had to tell his ass that he was stupid for doing that. And he was like, I'm the reason why you motherfuckers won, okay? I took a loss for y'all because I'm the only one that's out here that care for Kanan. Ghost was like, what the fuck you say? He said, I'm the reason why you motherfuckers won. Okay, he said, is that right? 100% right. And then he said, you take your motherfucking ass in that room. And then he was looking at it, he said, bitch, did I stutter? And Tariq said, neither did I. I said, wait a minute. Mind you, it was just a lot that was going on in this scene. So much disrespect. And even Tasha was like, see, that's your fucking son. He said, take your ass back up in that room and get your shit together, because I'm finna take your ass down to the train station back to school. He finna take him back to school. They having this conversation at the train station when they first get there. And basically, he trying to understand what it is that he doing. He said, bitch, I put you in schools so you won't have to go through this shit. And I'm like, Ghost, it was inevitable that this boy was going to find out. And obviously it's in his fucking blood right about now to want to get up into the street shit. And that's exactly what's fucking happening. Because he basically told him, he told him out of his motherfucking mouth. And see, I don't care how many people it was out there, but baby, this would have been a moment where I would have knocked the dog shit out of this little boy, okay? Take me to jail because I'm about to fuck his ass up for real. That motherfucker said, what you want me to do? And Tariq said, shut the fuck up and teach me the motherfucking game, Ghost. I said, what? He said, I don't give a fuck what type of person you think you are. Just because you put on these suits, you still a motherfucking nigga on the street that be doing this shit. I said, you know what? At that moment in time, my fist would have went in his motherfucking face, and he really would have had a nasal problem, okay? Would have broke the nose too, you know what I'm saying? Just so he can learn, because that little motherfucker didn't learn. Ghost said, get your ass on that train. Ghost is stupid as fuck, because if this boy is talking back to you this much, how come you did not think to stay, okay? I would have stayed until that nigga got on the train and that train left the station. He went in, Tariq came right the fuck back out. I said, look at this shit. Then we got this whole thing going on with Ghost going over there to Angela's apartment, basically cussing her out and saying, why y'all ain't stick to the plan? She was like, because it is what it is right about now. Tasha done already told me you got this vendetta against Dre, so that wouldn't have worked or whatever. So we went with this plan. And it was like, your plan got people killed. My plan wouldn't get people, innocent people killed. At this point in time, it don't matter who you would have set up, somebody would have got hurt in the melee, and you possibly could have got yourself hurt as well. So shut the fuck up. It's over. It's done with for now. Angela feeling her puss a little bit too much, okay? Also, and we see that over there at the office, the justice office, Blanca is pissed. Blanca is like, okay, well, maybe y'all was right about Angela not having nothing to do with it, and then all of a sudden Kanan got something to do with it. Like, what is the connection between the two? But it just don't feel right. It don't feel right that these were dirty cops working with this dude and all this stuff, and then Angela ain't got nothing to do with it. Tamika was like, okay, well, you got your suspect. The suspect is dead. They didn't prove that Angela ain't got shit to do with this case, so we need to just move the fuck on. And Blanca wasn't really trying to have it, but Tamika was like, bitch, what? She was like, okay, you know what? You right. I'm gonna let you have this. I'll see y'all later. But still, Sax and Marcus like, well, we gotta look at the evidence. Even if we can't prove that she had anything to do with this particular case, she had something to do with even Proctor said she got something to do with James and all that stuff. Tamika at this point is like, we need to move the fuck on. And even Donovan said, we have to move on. We got other bad guys out there that need to get caught up and everything. And I'm just sitting here like, something ain't going. Angela needs to go to jail. Angela gonna get caught up. Another thing with Ghost, talking to Angela, basically saying, we got these dead bodies on your hands. This is on you and all this stuff. And whoop-de-woo, it's on Kanan and you. And it's like, come on now. He has a way and a problem with trying to deflect and put blame on everybody else and not see his part. Not necessarily saying that he has a part in all of this, but he do. And he just don't see where he plays a part. Like, he don't like to listen. He wants things to be done his way, and he wants to deflect blame on everybody else. It irks me about Ghost. So Mike and Sax go over there to Teresi house, basically telling them, I don't give a fuck what's going on, because Teresi was like, didn't I tell y'all not to come to my door like this? I said, bitch, this is what happened when you get involved with the feds and turn your ass into a goddamn snitch, okay? He keep on throwing up in there, Connie sick, Connie took a turn for the worse last night, she got to be in hospice care. Po Connie, but still, whatever. That's their attitude towards it. Like, we don't give a fuck. We got you out of jail so that you can get some information on Tommy Egan. So therefore, you need to get some information, or else, everybody in your motherfucking crew gonna know that you've been talking to the feds and how you got out. They got pictures of them meeting up and everything. And they said basically we want some evidence by the end of the week on Tommy. And so he said, okay, cool. We get this thing with, Keisha. Speaking of Tommy, Keisha and Tommy, they had Keisha place. It looked like, I think, either one of their places, and he eating and he looking at the news, and then she come over there talking about something. It's crazy about all this stuff that's going on, and then Tasha got me lying for them. Where was you at this morning? I was over there at Tommy and at Keisha, not Keisha, at Ghost and Tasha place. I thought you said after we did all this shit for them, we didn't have to talk to them no more. We ain't have to deal with all that shit no more. I know, but I had to figure out, tighten up some loose ends and shit like that. Tasha done went too goddamn far. Got me up here lying to the cops and stuff. Now what if I have to do this? I can't be doing this. I said, Keisha, shut the fuck up. Okay? I got Cash and all this stuff. Now, at first, I forgot that Cash was the name of the child that she had. And then Tommy just sitting there like, yo, if you ride or die with me, I'm just going to have to tell you and be straight up. It's gonna come a time where you probably gonna have to lie some more for my ass. And she was like, you know what? I can't do that. That's not what I'm about. But if you tell me straight up what's going on and you don't lie to me like Tasha did, I can do that for you. I said, girl, so the dick must be real good. The dick is good enough to lie for this man, but it ain't good enough. You know, you ain't gonna put your life on the line for your friend, but you put your life on the line for some damn dick. Okay, that Avalanche must be doing something right. Okay, white stuff and everything. Moving on from that, what else is going on in this episode so far? So we get Angela up in the office and she's talking about, going after Alicia Jimenez, and, Sax is in his feelings. He don't want them to go after them. She over it. And then Tamika just told her, go ahead and do what you got to do. So when she leaves out, he like, so what you think, you basically all of a sudden don't have no suspicion of Angela? And she was like, I didn't say that, but we're gonna let her work this case to see where the fuck this shit go. Okay. Meanwhile, Alicia Jimenez, okay, she is over there talking to Dre. Dre walks up in there into her little office or his office, and he thinking everything all to the good in his suit and everything. It's almost as if he thought he was gonna get a pat on the back, and instead he got cussed the fuck out because she was over it how the head of Diego got found in the hotel's you know fucking freeze, okay? So obvious and everything. And at this point in time, she's worried about her ass being caught up. Now see, people were saying, wouldn't she turn on Dre or whatever? Now, at first, that's not what the case was going to be because she basically gave him the order. If something happened to Diego, something happened to Diego. It just ain't going to be by her hands, okay? So she don't give a fuck that Diego is dead. It's the fact that if it gets out on the street that Diego is dead and she basically sanctioned it and was trying to get her brother off the street, the motherfucker's gonna be coming for her, okay? And then it look like they weak now because he's dead too, And so she basically telling Dre he need to fix this shit. Over there at the DA office or whatever, justice office, that's what the meeting was about. Also, they were saying it's gonna be a cartel war. They look weak out in these streets or whatever, and why don't we just let them go back and forth at each other? That's what Saxon stuff was saying. But of course, not. That's not gonna happen. Once again, we get Proctor in a scene where he meets up with John Sax and, well, I should say Sax and Mock. And basically they want him to wear a wire. Okay, want them to get James on, tape saying that Angela is working with them. And it was like, cause you haven't given us nothing. Well, I told you that a lawyer was working. I never said, this is what Teresi had said. Tommy said that a lawyer was working with them, but I never said that it was an Angela or anybody else, okay? He just said that it was a lawyer. So they trying to get it on tape that, you know, James is saying that Angela is involved or whatever. And I said, this shit ain't gonna work. Proctor, you already on thin ice. Don't do this shit. He said, no, bro. I'm making a goal not to wire up on my clients and stuff like that. And then they throw in trying to get custody for his child. And if you want the crackhead mama to have the custody and how he gonna feel about that. And I said, that's some dirty ass shit. So, of course, at this point in time, he can't help but go ahead and do it because he don't want the crackhead mama to have the custody of the baby. Then we get this shit with Tommy. He meeting up with Teresi and Teresi people, whatever, who's supposed to be helping move shipment, his drugs and stuff through the prison. And he trying to figure out what the fuck is going on because it was a holdup. The truck got searched or whatever, and this has never happened. And they always moving drugs in the prisons for years or whatever. And they trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And at this point, Sammy is playing it on thick, like he don't know some shit is happening, like he don't know that Teresi is in on it with the feds and all this stuff, and trying to make it seem like he not suspicious of like somebody else and he innocent, and him and Tommy going back and forth, and he talking about something as a snitch among us. That's the title of the episode. And you saw that look that Teresi gave Sammy to kind of calm down, like keep it playing but calm down. I said, look at y'all asses, okay? This is crazy. Tommy, oh my God, when Tommy finds out that he was being played all this time, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Then we talk about some more playing shit going on. We have Tate coming down there to meet Ghost at Truth. And he talking about some, I'm not gonna be at your beck and call and all this shit whenever you want me. He was like, yes, you are. But either way, I just want to let you know that we finally broke even on what we needed for the Queen's Child's project. And he said, well, I already know that. And I found that out the other day. He was like, it wasn't like he was gonna tell me. I was. No, you wouldn't. Okay. So what I need you to do is to have a big old press conference and all this stuff. And he said, no, pause. What we need to do is I'm gonna wait, and we should announce when I announce my government that I'm gonna run for governor. And it was like, being that you announcing that you're running for governor, that brings national press, not just local press, but national press. And so he was like, okay, smart move, smart move. Um, it's a dirty move still, like on your end, but it's still a smart move. So we're gonna go with that. And it was like, you can go back to be the embezzling motherfuckers that you are. And he gonna tell him, I mean, it's better to do that because we know we can all be far more worse things happening to us. You know about that. I said, no, you're not trying to call him out on his shit. Both y'all ain't on the up and up. Two criminals trying to call each other out on their bullshit. Girl, bye. Then you got Angela going in on over there to visit Dre, and basically trying to get him to get turn on Alicia Jimenez and to turn her in and all that stuff. And telling him, if you don't do this, you need to worry about the fact that whether or not you're in jail or not, you're gonna be killed. Okay. We can put you on witness protection. He talked about son. I could tell the people, stuff, a whole bunch of stuff about you and Ghost. She said, baby, everybody know about me and Ghost, okay? It could cost me my job, but they know what the fuck it is, so whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, you still got a child. I said, hold the fuck up. I forgot this whole time that Trey had a baby. Like, goddamn, that was the first time in a long time we didn't heard the baby, about his baby. And so that made him stop and think, like, damn, you caught me. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm getting tired of Tommy, okay? Tommy is up there talking to Teresi. Mind you, he got him in a warehouse where the drugs be packaging in there and where they be meeting up at and everything. And they talking about all this stuff, and he telling him about how, he ordered the hit. Somebody ordered the hit about to get Sandoval hit up in jail and all this stuff. And it's just irritating as shit. He's just talking too damn much. Ghost come up in there trying to talk to him about some shit with Dre and all this stuff, and he want to let Teresi stay up there and listen, and Teresi had the good enough balls to just go ahead and leave, okay? And them two going back and forth is irritating the hell out of me because I'm getting flashback to the season that they were really at odds, and I think that was season 3 or at the end of season 2, season 3 or whatever. But it's recycling itself. It's reminiscent that's where it's going back. And I'm just not really here for it. Tommy don't trust Ghost. Ghost don't trust Tommy. Okay, and it's like Ghost is literally telling you, Tommy, that this shit is gonna blow up in your face. Okay, you're talking too much to Teresi. Why are you trusting this nigga? And at this point, Ghost don't even know all the stuff that he done told Teresi. Okay. Meanwhile, let me get back on Sammy. Sammy really did think that Tommy was the snitch. I thought he was playing the game, but he really did think that Tommy was the snitch. And he was like, we've been running this operation for so many years, and all of a sudden Tommy comes in and we try to run the same operation and stuff get fucked up. What is going on? It was like, Teresi was trying to tell him it don't make sense for him to fuck up his own shit. Okay. And at this point, Sammy said, we got enough stuff on this kid. You need to just go ahead and turn him over to the feds, okay? And do what we gotta do. Cause at first I thought your ass was getting soft because Teresa was like, you right. We need to go ahead and turn him over and then give him the evidence or whatever. He got immunity and he know about the Sandoval hit or whatever, and that can take down Ghost and Tommy. And I'm just sitting here like, see. And at this point, Sammy was laughing like, yeah, I thought you was getting soft, and he eating his little sandwich or whatever. And Teresi's face is looking like he really don't want to turn Tommy in. Like, he needs to find another way. Bitch, listen, it's just a whole bunch of twists and turns in this right about now. Okay? We got Dre sitting down with Cristobal because Alicia has said until this shit died down, Cristobal is gonna be the head. You no longer are the head. You answer to him. And Cristobal is just over there trying to make sure everything is cool and was like, she gave me this position out of the blue. I didn't ask for it. It is what it is. And she want me to come over there to the Ridgeberry and talk to her or whatever. But what I really think she want to do is give me that ass. And I said, bitch, you don't even sound right saying that, okay? Cristobal looks funny, okay? He looks funny, and I just don't see it for him. So what wound up happening is, oh, I think I'm missing something. You got Tariq ass. Tariq need to get his little ass stomped by some real niggas. Like, don't even put his ass in juvie. Put him in the young adult side of the adult prison or whatever the fuck. Mingle him in with some niggas and let them beat his ass so he can really know what the fuck it is to be a motherfucking thug or a gangster, whatever the hell he is trying to be. Okay, he going over there to the Italians and talking about some, yeah, it's fucked up what happened to Kanan, but I still got some of his weight and I need you to help me move that shit. And if I would had anywhere else to go, I wouldn't be here and all that stuff. He think he big and bad because he know how to speak a little Italian and all that shit. Paisano, all that goddamn shit. Bitch, no, you gonna get your ass fucked up. Oh boy said we'll run it this one time, okay? Cause I don't even know you like that. But we'll do it this one time. And I said, put a bullet in his ass. Like, maybe he needs to get shot. Put a bullet in his ass. Don't kill him. Boom that motherfucker because he's just doing a fucking lot. And I am just not here for it. Okay? And then we have Cristobal going to meet up. Well, actually, before this happens, okay? After Dre had that meeting with Cristobal, in the meeting with Cristobal, he was acting like everything is all to the good. I understand, we brothers and we homies and all this shit. And as soon as he left, we saw how his face turned like he's over this bullshit. So at that point in time, Angela is about to come to her apartment. He's standing outside and was like, bitch, I remember where you stay at, okay? Remember when Ghost had to switch out some drivers? I guess you was too busy trying to play the housewife and all this shit. Second wife, bitch, that you didn't notice. But anyway, she said just give up Alicia and you can get amenity and all this stuff and I'll put you in with Sat. He's like, I can't do that and all this and whoop-de-woo, and eventually he gonna go ahead and do it. And told her that she's gonna be at the Ridgeberry, okay? Ridgeberry or whatever. Mind you, Cristobal is over there at the Ridgeberry with Alicia, and she asking questions about how Dre is, as a leader and all this stuff. And, he telling him he alright, but I think he's scared of you and all this. And she said he should be. And then she was like, so you scared of me? With her dominatrix leather on and all this shit. And she was like, you scared of me? And he said, what you think? She grabbed his dick and said, he don't seem scared of me. I said, bitch, I don't want to see this. That was the most uncomfortable scene I've seen in a long time with people trying to kiss, people trying to get it in. I said, ew, why they kissing like that? They was kissing like white people with no lips. No offense, but they was kissing like white people with no lips. And it was just taking me aback for a while. I was just like, and next thing you know, the phone rang. And I guess this is one of those phones that Alicia got went for the business, okay? And it's only a need to know basis, like it's emergency or you really need to get in contact with me. You call this phone. You don't call the other phone. It's about business. You really need to get in touch with me. Call this phone. I'm gonna take it. And so she answered the phone, and she was like, hello, hello. And then it clicked. Next thing you know, she looking around like, that don't make sense. And all of a sudden, all these FBI agents and SWATs and stuff coming out to my son, Alicia Jimenez, you're under arrest, don't move, and all this stuff. Here come Angela Valdez, bring her little ass up in there. Let me tell you something. Angela, you may be getting these little wins here and there, but I can't wait till you get taken down, till they take your ass down, because you're getting a little bit too cocky with it. Every time she come onto the scene and she thinks she done won something, she got this little smug walk. I said, girl, you showing your hands, okay? This how you know somebody gonna get your ass, okay? And they need to get her ass like quick. You need to feel how it felt when James was in jail, bitch. You need to feel the same thing, okay? And I was like, you talking about some, I got you, and Steve Tempia, he signed off on it, so you ain't got no more protection and all that shit. You gonna rot in jail. I said, bitch, you gonna rot there too. You keep on talking. Shit. Child, they got Angela up there, congratulating her. We got a big win and all that stuff. Whoop-de-woo. Then she see Mock and she see Sax walk past, and Mock kind of looked at her like, And I was like, what the fuck is that about? She go up into his office and see the folder that had Teresi picture in there, talking to them or whatever. And, he comes in there. She was sitting down there waiting. And she was like, so who the fuck is your confidential informant? Okay, who is this? And it was like, okay, bitch, it's Tony Teresi. He's Tommy's father. Okay. And it was like, was that so fucking difficult? I said, Angela, you really think you got some big balls, some big cojones right about now? Okay. Calm that language down, bitch. Okay. So she took pictures of the whole thing. She went over there and gave it to James and was like, bitch, we got problems up in this motherfucker. Okay. um Tony Teresi, that motherfucker, he is working with the feds. And James, of course, was like, I fucking knew it. She was like, you gonna have to tell Tommy what's going on. And it was like, I can't tell that motherfucker nothing because at this point we not really seeing eye to eye. He ain't trying to hit me. Well, you gonna have to find a fucking way. Meanwhile, Teresi get a phone call from Mock and Sachs, and they trying to figure out what's going on. They haven't heard from him in a while. We got some evidence of some shit. What's going on with that Sandoval hit? He already said he got immunity. He the one that set the hit up so that it can happen. He did it for Tommy or whatever, but he didn't tell him that. He just said he put it on Ghost, and he said that there was no evidence of nothing. Tommy said nothing about anything. He just kept me at arm's length and all that shit. Mind you, when he's saying this stuff about Tommy, basically saying Tommy ain't say nothing and he all innocent or whatever, Sammy comes around the corner and he hears this whole shit. And when he get off the phone, he was like, what the fuck you doing? Why you sitting here lying? You got all this stuff on this boy. Why you ain't gonna give him up and all that stuff? And he was like basically trying to make it seem as if he's going to give him something else that's going to be bigger and it is going to take Tommy down or whatever. And at this point, Sammy is fucking over it. He was like, you don't believe me? Sammy said, bitch, I don't know because I ain't seen you in 25 years, okay? So I don't know what the fuck you capable of. Next thing you know, they arguing and here comes Tommy. And so Sammy was about to trick off, okay? Sammy was about to trick off, and so to shut Sammy up, Teresi took that butcher knife on that counter that he was using to cut up that fool and stabbed the shit out of fucking Sammy. Bitch, I said your own friend. Your own friend. God damn, shit, loyalty don't mean shit. I said, so you really do got a little thing for Tommy, huh? Connie done got into your ass and everything, huh? So that was a little surprise or whatever. Tommy looking crazy, like, what the fuck is going on? I said, like father, like son. That's what's going on. Because all I could think about was when Tommy just fucked around and killed the special agent dude just out the blue and all that shit. Next thing you know, he was like, he's our snitch. Sammy was the snitch. I said, no, bitch, you the snitch. Okay. Speaking of snitches, we see Vincent talking to his boy or whatever. Next thing you know, here go Ghost. He comes in and he was like, you Tommy's public speaking friend that like to stay up in the goddamn public all the time. What's going on? Okay, you really got some big balls coming here after all the stuff that you did. Yeah, we know. So obviously if you got information from me, you must want something from us or whatever. Ghost. And he was like, oh, Ghost? So you know who the fuck I am. Okay, let me just tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. Tony Teresi, that motherfucker is a criminal informant, okay? And I'm pretty sure Kanan told you I put a hit out on your ass and I tried to shoot y'all ass up. That motherfucker lied, okay? At this point in time, me and you, we ain't got nothing to lose, okay? If I really did that shit, why the fuck would I be here? The situation between me and Tommy is kind of fucked up at the moment, but I need to show you these papers so you can take care of this shit, okay? All you gotta do is show Tommy these pictures of Teresi talking to the feds and shit like that. And since y'all on the outs with both of them, with Tommy and Tony, Tommy will get pissed off and he'll take care of Tony himself, okay? And we'll be out the situation. And he was like, all right, I think about that shit. I said, bitch. Then we get Proctor meeting up in the hallway with Sax and Mock, signing this is it a Proctor or a Prosper or whatever? Proffer. That's what it is. Proffer. Okay. Bitch, I had to go through the words to see which one made sense in the situation. It said proffer because offer proffer. Okay, and basically saying that if I wear this wire, whatever I get, whether or not it's incriminating evidence against James or not, and they can use it or not, you have no more contact with me. You will not threaten to take my child away or anything of the such, and I won't have to see you ever again. He signed those papers, and he was smart enough to keep it until the job was done. And I was like, you know what, Proctor? You might not need those papers because your ass probably gonna be 6 feet under soon, or probably in somebody's water. We just don't know. Baby, I thought Proctor was a goner. Okay, listen, Proctor came in that bitch. You know, he was talking to Ghost. Ghost was like, you gotta have it now, just popping up and talking and shit. He was like, technically speaking, you know, I can do that because, you know, we not on the clock. You're not my client anymore ever since I got reinstated, okay? So he was like, what, you want to check or something? We can do that. And they sit down and he was like, nah, bruh. He gets a piece of napkin and take out a pen and write on there. So I need to tell, he wrote, I'm wearing a wire, and he held it up for James to see, and he started asking him about Sandoval, started asking him all about Angela, if Angela is involved. You know, he was like, I know nothing about Sandoval. Angela didn't know nothing about Sandoval either because she the one that shot his ass, plus she was on the outs with the feds, so why would she have anything to do with that and all that shit? You know, he played it cute. He played it cute, and he showed him the wire, and he was talking to the wire like, you know, making it obvious. If you ask me, Proctor was making it too obvious that he was snitching, you know, to James about what was going on. He was like, as you can see, James St. Patrick's does not know anything about the Sandoval hit. I said, bitch, and he turned the thing off, and James was about to flip his ass over the goddamn balcony. He was like, what the fuck is going on? And he said, listen, bitch, I'm trying to tell you, you know, you wouldn't be up in this shit if it wasn't for that bitch Angela, okay? I don't know what type of power pussy she got between her legs. I said, bitch. Goddamn, Proctor was over it, okay? He said, bitch, I've been trying to warn you about this hoe. I told you this shit would happen. You know, you need to get your shit the fuck together. I said, well, shit, Proctor, kind of scared of you. Not really. So after that, you know, Vincent called Tommy down there to talk to him and basically tell him that your daddy is a rat and you need to kill him. No, you lying, you ain't got no evidence. He showed them pictures. He was like, bitch, what? And he was like, you need to take his ass out. Tommy is pissed, okay? Tommy is not pissed. He pissed, okay? So at this point, him and Teresi driving up in the car, he asking Teresi all these questions. Tell me once again, because they finna go see Connie. Well, at least he driving him to go see Connie or whatever. So he can see her one last time. Because Tommy about to kill that ass. I just got a feeling in my bones. He about to kill that ass. Before he go do that, let's get on this little scene with Tariq. Now, when Tariq went up there to see Vincent, he also asked him to get him a fake ID. He got this fake ID, this fake ass name, signed in at the coroner's office or whatever, you know, to get Kanan's stuff, and he signed in, and on that ID it said Tariq motherfucking Stark. I said, you really are your daddy's son now, huh? Your stepdaddy's son. I said, are you serious? To get his ashes and his belongings. I said, you know what, little nigga? At this point, go ahead and do what you're gonna do, bitch, and get killed just like him. Okay, that's all we can say. That's all we can say. But anyway, Tommy and Teresi in the car. You know, Tommy asked him, "So how the fuck you get out of prison?" He was like, "It was a fake some dirty prosecutor and all this stuff." He said, "Yeah, I checked into it, didn't check out." And basically, you know, he making it known without saying, "Bitch, I know that you a motherfucking rat, and it's about time that I'm finna kill your ass." He told him, "You go in there and you talk to your wife, okay?" He go Teresi go see Connie. She in hospice, and he was like, you know, you the best thing and the only thing that I done right by marrying you and all this stuff. And he just saying all this stuff like it's the way he's saying these words is like his last goodbyes. And Connie picked up on it and was like, look, bitch, Tommy knows, huh? Tommy knows about you. So you finna turn him over to the feds? She's like, no, I'm not finna do that. Okay, he's my kid. I'm telling you. Well, maybe you are the man that I married. Okay, I said, ooh. All right. And she talking about, he said, I'll see you tomorrow. I said, 9 out of 10, you probably won't. But if you do, I'll be surprised. And he walked out the door. He looked at the end of the hallway where it's supposed to go to exit to see what Tommy is, because Tommy is literally parked right out in the front. So you can't help. He got a clear vision of Teresi, okay, through the double clear doors. And Teresi is thinking, should I go this way or should I go that way? Which way is it? I said, bitch, at this point, don't even try. Just let they happen, okay? Teresi decided to come on out that door. Mind you, let me correct something, okay? It wasn't Tariq Stark. His name was Eric Stark on there, but he still took his daddy's name. I said, bitch, what the fuck in the Game of Thrones is going on? Okay, but anyway, moving on. Teresi get up in that car, and he was like, I know what you finna take me to Vincent. I know you gotta do what you gotta do. He was like, nah, bitch, I'm finna take you home. So he took him to his house. Teresi get this bag from out the cupboard, the china cabinet or whatever. He opened it up, and it's some money in it, and right on top, it's a gun. And he zipped the bag up because at first he was thinking about taking that shit out and shooting Tommy. And then he gonna tell him the story. I told the feds that I was gonna damn on you, but I really didn't, and all this stuff because you my kid. I started talking to you, and at first I was, but then I got to know you. He turned around. He was like, you a good dude. Tommy pulled that gun out and shot him like 2, 3, 4 times, and then drove his ass to the Teresi plaque in the fucking cemetery and left his body there. Bitch, he went home to his mama and he was like, bitch, you was right. He got up in that bed and he tried to cry a little bit. And he stopped himself and he let his mama caress him. He missed his mama's bosom. She said, I told you. He said, I killed him. She said, good. I said, damn. And at this moment, this is when shit really hits the fan. And I was so gleeful. I was so fucking gleeful because I was ready for this bitch to get caught. I'm so sorry. Y'all can like Angela, but it's been a long time coming. Tamika, we see Tamika in a rush. She walking with that power walk like, bitch, she means business with Angela. And apparently it's at night, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, what's going on? It's late at night. It's a meeting that I didn't know about. She going to the situation room, bitch. And it got the situation/murder room. It got all the timeline of Angela connected to all these motherfucking people and everything else that's been going on. And they said, bitch, we finna charge you with this, aiding and abetting these criminals, and we want to know which criminal you was checking out with. She was like, bitch, we ain't got no fucking evidence. Mock said, when I left that paper, that folder on my desk about the CI this whole time, answer my question from last week. Mock was playing her. He said, bitch, it was a test because Teresi is dead now. And Donovan was like, Teresi dead, bitch. And she gonna say something. Is it about how do you know I did it and gave it to somebody else, or is it more so about your protection of your CI? It was like, bitch, shut the fuck up, cut the shit, okay? Basically, we're about to charge your ass with a whole bunch of stuff if you don't get the fuck to talking. Blanca, meanwhile, is standing there just like this. Bitch, I would have been doing the same thing. Angela, you was too fucking cocky, okay? Too fucking cocky. Your time is coming and bitch, it's now. Now you finna feel what the fuck James feel, bitch. It is what it is. That was a good ending to this episode, y'all. Tell me how y'all felt about it, and I'll see y'all later.